Mahindra calls this the new age XUV 500. It's been 4 years since Mahindra first launched the XUV, and while it did capture the fancy of the market, it has been getting on in age a bit. So what's new about it? Well, there's a new face which we shall talk about shortly, and a new top-end variant with even more features. Mahindra also claims that the new age XUV is more fuel efficient than before, and that's something which will surely appeal to potential buyers.
Under the skin, the XUV 500 hasn't changed at all. It uses the tried and tested M-Hawk 4-cylinder diesel engine, which produces 140 PS of power and 330 Newton meters of torque, and drives the front wheels through a 6-speed manual gearbox. Yes, the XUV is front-wheel drive, but Mahindra will sell you a 4-wheel drive version as well. There are a total of 4 trim levels, with all-wheel drive being a 1 lakh rupee cost option on the 2 higher trims, making for 6 variants in total.
When you look at the XUV 500, the changes are not immediately apparent. What the designers have done is they've replaced the fussy black plastic below the headlamps and replaced them instead with this more stylized element that contains the fog lamps with this black surround and the chrome highlights around it. Mahindra designers say that this element has been inspired by the tear ducts of a cheetah. If that's the case, I wonder what inspired the twin rear exhausts. The stylized S pattern within the headlamps is also new, and it adds a lot of character to the XUV's design, especially at night time.
The version we're testing is the top spec W10. It comes fully loaded with everything you could ask for, including cruise control, automatic headlamps, rain sensing wipers, ESP, 6 airbags, and so on. M&M has included new kit such as an electric sunroof and electrically adjustable driver's seat, which are only available on this variant. Another W10 exclusive is the brake energy regeneration function, which disconnects the alternator during acceleration and charges the battery when the vehicle is coasting or braking, thus improving both performance and mileage.
In theory, this new age XUV 500 should be both quicker and more fuel efficient. However, I can't tell much of a difference in the performance. I've had the pleasure and the privilege of driving the XUV 500 in the mountains with 6 people on board and plenty of luggage, and I've never found it wanting for power. The steering, however, still feels a little artificial to me. I don't quite like the feel and feedback from the steering wheel. The brakes are very strong. That being said, even though this W10 variant comes with Bosch's ESP system with rollover mitigation, you do not want to find yourself in a panic braking situation, because if you do, this SUV or XUV is really quite a handful. The clutch on the XUV 500 feels lighter than what it used to. However, it's still a long travel clutch with quite a springy action. That being said, it's not difficult to drive in traffic. It's easy to modulate the clutch. There have also been some incremental improvements to the suspension and the ride quality. It's a little less bouncy than what it used to be. However, the XUV 500 still rides better when you have more passengers on board rather than when you're driving on your own. Interior quality of the XUV has been improved. Thankfully, the shiny reflective plastics on top of the dashboard have been dispensed with. That was my one peeve with the XUV. The reflections while driving were most distracting. The seats continue to remain well bolstered, quite comfortable and very supportive, and the XUV is a genuine 7-seater. However, with all 7 seats in place, you will struggle to fit much luggage inside, and the only option will be of a roof carrier. This is the top-end W10 variant of the XUV, and it has a couple of additional features like the sunroof over here, which is lovely, and it has an electrically adjustable driver's seat, which really helps the driver to find a comfortable and ergonomic driving position. The XUV 500 is available with Mahindra's Blue Sense app. You can download this app from the iOS, Android or Windows stores and keep it on your phone. Through this app, you can connect to the car's infotainment system. You can also connect to the onboard vehicle diagnostics. You can see what mileage you're getting at any point in time. You can see what speed you're traveling at. All of that from sitting in the back seat. You can even change the audio tracks. You can change the presets on the stereo, whatever you like. The only thing you cannot do is set the cruise control, because that will be taking backseat driving to the next level.
Mahindra claims that the XUV has consistently sold more than 3,000 units a month from launch, and it isn't difficult to see why. It is an attractive package, which is to say it is both well equipped and reasonably nice to look at, to sit in and to drive. Sure, it isn't a premium SUV like the Honda CR-V or the Hyundai Santa Fe, but the fact that it can be spoken of in the same breath shows just how aspirational it is. Mahindra hasn't scrimped on features, and even the base W4 variant gets ABS, 2 airbags, power steering, power windows, central locking and electrically adjustable mirrors. The W10 we have here has everything you could possibly want or use in a car.
Four years ago, there were plenty of people who looked at the XUV and went, wow, I want one. But 4 years is a long time, and since then, there have been other vehicles that have been crowding the space. Vehicles such as the Renault Duster and its Nissan Twin have taken away some of Mahindra's thunder. Let's not forget, Hyundai's iX25 is also around the corner. However, for those customers who are looking for a proper full-size 7-seat SUV with a large 2.2-litre diesel engine, absolutely packed to the gill with features, there can be no other car in India that offers as much as the XUV 500 does. And that's a lot.